If you got a B, why didn't you get an A? If you got an A, why didn't you get an A star? If you got an A star, well, why aren't you the best in the class? There's never enough.
You sound like an Asian parent.
Yeah, you'd be
Crazy.
surprised. Black parents are very similar to Asian parents. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Making It Abroad podcast. And I have a very, very special guest in the building. She's super shy, but she's actually really funny. A good friend of mine, also my training partner. We'll talk about that a little later. Today, introducing Thi. What's up, Thi?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. You?
I'm very well. Thanks for coming on. I know you were super shy, but I really appreciate it. So maybe you could just give a quick introduction, just say your name and where you're from.
I'm Thi. So, correctly pronounced?
Whatever you want, sure.
Thi.
Thi.
Thi, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from mountain, central of Vietnam.
What's it called?
Pleiku.
You know, it's crazy. I've known you for a couple months now, and I didn't even know that actually. How do you say it? Pleiku?
Yeah.
Where is that? So it's the central region.
Yeah.
I learned something interesting. I want to ask you if it's actually true. So I heard that in the central region of Vietnam, the accent is super hard to understand.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
My Vietnamese friends even tell me that they can't understand the accent in the central region.
Me too.
Really? But you're from there.
No, like, at least I can pronounce correctly for you guys to understand that. But with my mom's side in Bình Định, we call Bình Định. Yes, like she speaks really fast and local slangs you cannot understand.
Really?
And she's look like a crazy person when she's yelling
Really?
at the children. Yeah.
Can you teach me a local slang if you remember any from your hometown?
I cannot.
Can't remember anything?
Yeah, I cannot. I moved here like for 14 years, so probably forgot a lot.
So 14 years now in Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah.
What made you move from your hometown to Ho Chi Minh?
For education.
Oh, so you came for studies?
Yeah.
Alright. I never even asked you before offline. What did you study at university?
Graphic designer.
Okay, we gotta talk later. I might need your help with things. I need a new logo.
Yeah, what?
I need a new logo for the podcast.
Yeah, I work in a marketing team.
Okay.
So I quite know a little bit of what you're doing right now, I think.
The marketing things.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you first came here, what made you want to do graphic design? Is that something you always did in school, or you just needed to pick something?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Go
not
for it.
good at math.
Me neither.
Yeah, nobody. To be honest, if you give me money, I'm gonna mess up with that. If I be a accountant, could be in jail now. Yeah, so I choose the easiest one is art. I like drawing, so I told my dad one day that I want to be an artist in future, and he said, "Girls, you're gonna be poor. They are poor people. Try to pick some wise career." But I say I don't feel like it, so I pursued the graphic designer, and now I'm a graphic designer.
So you work in graphic design right now?
Yeah, for 10 years.
Okay. Do you do any kind of specific design? Is it more like logos, websites? What kind of design do you do?
Before I do marketing for brand, like logos
Okay.
and stuff, and packaging and stuff. And then I moved to the showbiz stuff.
Showbiz?
Yeah, like when they release the album and stuff, and
Okay.
I'm gonna design their background, like how to set up things. And now I'm working for a construction company.
That's very different.
Yeah, completely different. Really chill and it's slow. I don't have to do much.
What did you prefer? Working in more like the performance side of things or more the construction side? What do you prefer?
You have to trade for it, honestly. My job now, they pay good. So I have a chill life. I can do what I like out the work. But when I was working in the agency for singers, that they force you work longer than you need to. So it's harder.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So when you were with the agency, are you with an agency now or are you more freelancing?
Sorry.
Are you with an agency now, or do you work for yourself freelancing?
No, I work for a company. So
Oh, for a
I have
company.
go to the office every day.
Okay.
Like still like a 9 to 5 job, but it's pay well.
Okay, fair enough. As long as it pays well.
Yeah.
How did your dad feel when you made the decision to go into marketing rather than getting a more traditional job like accountant, lawyer? Was he supportive or?
At first he didn't like it.
Mm.
He didn't like my idea, but unfortunately, I'm not stubborn. So I try to prove to him that I can take care of myself. You don't have to worry. So when I graduate, he stopped support the finance, completely stopped sending money. So yeah, I'm all doing good since.
Well, you must be super proud now. I mean, it's been many years and you're doing pretty well for
it's
yourself.
Hard. It's hard. I feel like compared to a mom and dad push you a lot more. I remember one day I told my dad, like, Dad, I got a promotion. I got like they give up a little salary up, and I'm so proud. And I told him, and he just like, can you do more? I was like, okay.
You know what's actually funny? My parents are the same way actually.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously. So when I was growing up, if you got a B, why didn't you get an A? If you got an A, why didn't you get an A star? If you got an A star, well, why aren't you the best in the class? There's never enough.
You sound like an Asian parent.
Yeah, you'd be
Crazy.
surprised. Black parents are very similar to Asian parents. Yeah, it's never enough. It's like, do better, do better, do better. It's never enough.
But you have like good relationship with them.
Yeah, I do now. But similar to you, it was a little rocky in the beginning. And I think I had a similar story like yours, which it wasn't until I went out on my own and proved I could do things by myself that I got that respect. And now we're still got that mother-son relationship, but also friends as well.
So compared to when you was a kid, the way she talks to you like a kid to now, compared like she respects you like a man or
Yeah. Now I can say, yeah, definitely. We've got a really good relationship now. But in the beginning, I found, especially when I lived with my parents, it's in my household, it was do what I say. You don't get a choice. Yeah, parents know everything. Mom knows best. But I moved out pretty young. I moved when I was 20 years old. I first moved out the house.
Cool. That's me.
Similar to you.
Yeah.
You know, when you went to university, after graduating, did you go back home or did you stay in Ho Chi Minh?
I stay here.
You just stayed here?
Yeah, like we don't like our hometown much. We just want to, because it's fun here. It's fun here and a lot of opportunity for work. I don't think I can do good when I go back to my hometown. People sleep like at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah. Like nobody outside at 9, so they wake up at like 6. Like the good thing in here, I think, is like we have opportunity, but back then in my hometown, you have a good environment. Here, pollution is the worst.
So it's not like that back in your hometown.
No, it's not.
I'd love to visit. I heard that Hanoi is actually even worse than here. Is it true? Hanoi?
I know. You think so?
I don't know. That's what I heard. Everyone tells me that the pollution in Hanoi is even worse than here.
Oh, I'm worried about that, honestly, for my future.
Are you thinking of moving to Hanoi?
No, I will go back to my hometown for my retirement plan.
Ah, I didn't know that. Okay, that's in the plan. So you want to go back to your hometown for later life?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. You know, when you first moved from your hometown to Ho Chi Minh, how was it adjusting from going from the quiet town to the big city? You were what, 20 years old roughly?
No, 18.
18. So how was it? You've been at home for 18 years, quiet town, now you're in the big city by yourself. Can you remember how it felt when you first moved?
Okay, I will be honest again. I haven't had my smartphone until 20 years old.
Till 20?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have without internet too. So I know nothing about the world. So 18 years old, first time I see a lot of bike on the street.
Wow.
So it's like a new place to me, so excited. I think, oh, I want to stay. I want to see what's different with my hometown. But then when you live for like 9 years, you feel like you appreciate the silence, you appreciate nature, than this busy life. That's what I'm thinking.
I think it was similar for me when I first came here. When I first came, so I only got here a year ago. Yeah, literally a year ago, August 2024.
Oh.
And at first it was super exciting to me, the bikes, the craziness. You said in your hometown everyone goes to sleep at 8. This city does not sleep. I can go outside at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, there's a coffee shop open, there's always something. But I think after a year, I still love it here, but like you said, now I've started to appreciate quiet a bit more. I kind of miss nature, miss being somewhere quiet. That's kind of why I even moved to this area, Tunbin, because it's a little bit further away. So I kind of appreciate just having a little bit more quiet than when I was in D3.
Yeah. It feels like a central already.
Pretty central, very busy. Oh, and where do you live in Ho Chi Minh? Just what district? We don't need to say specifically.
At the moment in D7.
D7.
It's just because it's close to my office.
Oh, you work in D7 as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought you were commuting. Okay. Guys, so how me and T actually met? We met at Jiu-Jitsu. So yes, she does Jiu-Jitsu and she's a badass. She's actually really, really good. Don't let the pretty face fool you. T is dangerous. So T, when we first met at Jiu-Jitsu, honestly, I just want to say it's been a pleasure training with you. You're actually a really, really lovely training partner.
Oh, so do.
And you're actually really good at Jiu-Jitsu too.
Oh, really? Thank you.
You know it, you're being humble, you know you're good.
I feel like I'm really clumsy in the... I hurt my partner sometimes, so that's why I am like, okay, I need to be calm down a bit. How did you find Jiu-Jitsu?
How did I find it in general or here in...
How did you find that you like Jiu-Jitsu?
Oh, you mean like when did I first start Jiu-Jitsu or how do I find training in Vietnam?
First.
Oh, first. Good question. So back when I was 19, I started boxing.
Boxing?
Yeah, I was boxing. That was my first martial arts I ever did. I competed for a few years, but then I got injured. I broke my shoulder and I damaged my nose. So I couldn't compete anymore. So for about a year and a half, I did no training. I felt very low, pretty depressed. I just needed to do something. I had all this energy, but I just couldn't compete in boxing at the same level. So I was at a gym, a local gym in London, and I remember they were doing a jiu-jitsu program at their gym as well. So I'd see these guys in these pajamas just rolling around on the floor. So I was like, at first I thought this is kind of gay. Why were these guys in pajamas cracking each other?
Well, the worst is no gay, you know?
Yeah. So then they asked me, hey, do you want to get involved? Do you want to join? So I did it, and it was actually kind of fun. I had no idea what I was doing. And I remember the first time I got tapped out.
Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't know. No one told me I was supposed to tap. I just remember being choked. I was like, and someone said tap. I'm like, what does that mean? And I almost passed out. But luckily the guy let go of me. And then I thought, I need to learn this. This is like a superpower. Like I just remember the way it felt. Like he just had complete control of me and I couldn't do anything. And I just thought, I want to learn this. So that was my introduction to Jiu-Jitsu, and yeah, that's how I started. How about you?
Oh, this is a crazy story. So at night, one day, I was being attacked by a guy on the street.
Damn.
Yeah, so I feel like for me, when you get into a situation like that, you have nothing to, you don't know what to do. So I think about learning some defense martial art, and at first I think about Vo Vi Nam.
About?
Vo Vi Nam.
I don't know it.
That's a Vietnamese martial art.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I talk about that with my friends, and one guy he said, you know what, you should try Jiu-Jitsu. It's more practical. So I didn't like Jiu-Jitsu at first, honestly. So it took me like 3 months. And I start to say, oh, okay, there has some interesting thing happen in my brain that, oh, I see this move, and I explain it how it's work, and it's clicked me, so I keep doing that. So that kind of proud, to be honest. You feel like, oh, you know some things. You know, you can kill people.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know what I think is super interesting with you? Talking in real life, you're super chill, you know, you're very bubbly, nice personality, but on the mat, you have a super aggressive style. And it's super cool, like you switch, you go from like, hey guys, what's up, to just completely trying to take people out. And I think it's really cool, I like your style, it's very aggressive, very direct. I think it's super interesting. I really like training with you actually.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. How was it, did you find training with me when you first met me? Because, you know what, I'll tell you something. Every time I go to a new gym,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe it's the way I look, but people always think that I'm gonna go crazy or I don't have control.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this guy's gonna hurt me. Until they actually train with me and they think, oh, you're actually really cool to train with.
Are you explaining my situation with you?
No, I'm saying everyone feels that way with me.
Yeah.
Every gym I go to, it happens. China, Korea, here, I always get it.
To me, that's because you have a blue belt.
Oh, okay. Well, so do you.
And then that's why I'm crazy in the mat. So I think, oh, you know, white belt, you know they're crazy,
Just
but they know
spaz.
shit. They don't know shit.
Yeah.
But with the blue belt, they know something and they want to prove so that they competent. So I feel like, okay, I gotta, because you actually invite me to roll first. So I'm kind of nervous and I think, oh, okay, I see this guy, okay, blue belt, and you're super chill. Yeah, you control everything. You don't move crazy. You don't do fast. You every move you do is attention. So I like to train with you, but it left early.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple reasons I had to leave the gym early, mainly to focus on business, but I'll be back in the gym real soon. I miss training. I don't feel like myself when I'm not training. I still go to the gym every day, work out, but it's not the same.
Got it. I'm sorry. Lately, I was a bit lazy on training because of my job, but I feel guilty now.
You know what? Same. The whole time I haven't been training, inside I just get this guilty feeling like, oh, I'm not training.
The guilty inside me, so we have to go back.
Yeah.
You know?
It's good to know it's not just me, someone else gets it as well.
Is that a culture?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Speaking of culture, so I wanted to find, what's your favorite thing about training jiu-jitsu?
Actually meeting new people. In my normal life, I don't talk a lot. Not with my best friend. My favorite people, I talk a lot. But in general, you see me in a big group, I'll just like sit in a corner, silent, observe people, and guessing what they're doing. Yeah, you see some story by their behavior. So that helped me, you know, talk to someone. Honestly, when I go to the gym, I still don't talk. But I like seeing your face. So.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and the thing is, jiu-jitsu is chess game. I like playing chess, so it's helped my brain moving and it's always learning new things. You're getting younger when you keep thinking new things.
I agree. We're actually very similar. I didn't realize. Yeah, because when people meet me, naturally they think I'm super extroverted and outgoing, which a part of me is. I'm very good at meeting people and talking. And I think because I'm comfortable with you, I can always be super talkative. But what a lot of people don't see off the camera in my everyday life, I'm actually super quiet. I actually really like to just chill. I think a lot, I read a lot. I'm actually quite quiet in my normal day-to-day life. Yeah.
Fire version of me.
Yeah, literally. Honestly, but people never see that side. I mean, when I'm on the camera, people see me, I'm active, I've got energy, but yeah, I quite like my peace and quiet most times.
Why do you think people misunderstand you by your appearance or what?
You know what, I'm not too sure, but I get this a lot actually. So oftentimes, when I get to know people here, I often hear, oh, you're not what I thought you'd be like. And I always say, well, what did you think? But I get this all the time. People always meet me, they get to know me, and then they think, yeah, you're not what I thought you was going to be like.
Assumption.
Yeah, assumptions.
Okay.
But I'm not sure why. I had an interesting conversation with a good friend of mine actually. So I took a trip to Da Nang maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
there's a YouTuber, I made friends with him online. So we did a collaboration video. And even he said to me, he said, you know, there's a version of Ramel online and there's a version of Ramel offline. And it's a little different. He's like, both are real cool guys, but I get a different version of you when the camera's off. It's a bit more warm and a bit more relatable. I see more the human side. Whereas online, I see the big personality. And I thought, oh, that's really interesting. I wonder why there's a disconnect there. I'm not sure.
Are you surprised when people like discover a new version of you every day?
A little bit surprised. I guess I don't show all sides of me, but sometimes I get a little bit surprised.
But always happy when they say that, or you step back and you think, why do people think that?
I think I'm a bit neutral. I don't look at it as good or bad, but I do often think, I'm like, oh, I wonder why that is. Yeah, I think a lot, you know, I reflect all the time. Even with jiu-jitsu, I'll go home and I think, oh, what could I have done better? Oh, could I have done this? So even to your question, yeah, I usually think, oh, I wonder why people think that. But what about you? What did you think when you first met me compared to now?
You funny. Yeah, you're funny. I need like more time with you more because we only met on the mat.
Yeah.
So you gotta hang out, talk, and that way you can show a different version of you.
True.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? I think it was the early times I met you. We went out with the whole team.
Yes.
We went out to eat and drink.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoyed getting to know you there. You surprised me a lot. You were super funny.
That's because I was drunk. Yes, I was drunk. You will see me like talking, dancing, silly. Yeah, when I was drunk, so.
I remember leaving, I went home and I said to Yako, that's one of our friends, I was like, yo, T's super cool. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, we gotta hang out with her more.
Yeah. The thing is, I without beer,
Yeah.
I would be like take a step back and think more. So if we talking on the drinking right now, Vietnamese culture, and you will see like completely different version of me. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, speaking when you mentioned Vietnamese culture, I've noticed, do you think a lot of Vietnamese people are very shy on the surface? Especially when it comes to dealing with foreigners or strangers. Do you find a lot of Vietnamese people are shy?
They don't look into people's eyes when they talk, especially foreigners, honestly. That's me in the first day I learned English. I got to go out, I went out to talk to practice my English with the traveler. And I just look in the feet. I talk to them, I look in the feet. And they just say, hey. Yeah, you know, so, and especially one French lady. When I cheers her, I was so shy, and she said, "Look, in my culture, if you don't look at me when we're cheering, you're rude." So that's take me like 1 second and realize, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just very shy. That's it.
You know, it's funny. So I felt the same way as the French lady when I first came here. I noticed, especially when I was talking to girls, sometimes the guys as well. But they'll look at me, I'll look at them, and straight away just look away. And I think, what did I do? What's wrong with me?
I feel like if you look in people's eyes for more than 3 seconds, it's gonna cause some trouble, you know?
I don't even get to 3 seconds. It'll be like half a second and then just look away. And at first I thought, what's going on here? Do people not like me? Did I do something wrong? And then one of my Vietnamese friends told me like, no, it's not you, trust me, they're just super, super shy.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to speaking English. So I found sometimes when I'll go into a shop, I feel like people don't want to interact with me, they don't want to engage with me. And at first I thought, oh, are Vietnamese people just rude or something? But then my friend told me like, no, it's because they think, oh no, I need to use English. What should I do?
Yeah, but when the moment you want to learn Vietnamese, they only speak English to you.
You know what, that's so true. I'll go into Highlands. Highlands is one of the big coffee chains here, kind of like Starbucks back home, but the Vietnamese version, Highlands. So every time I go to Highlands, most people in Highlands can speak English. because it's a big chain. So I'll go in to practice my Vietnamese. I'm like, oh, Xin Chao, Mok Bak Sio, Mang Ni. And they'll be like, okay, so that will be 140. I'm trying to speak Vietnamese here, but they keep speaking to me in English.
You know what?
Yeah, we'll go on.
We don't understand what you're saying.
You know, I'm not even surprised. That's just a nice way to say your Vietnamese is shit.
Sorry.
It's true, I know. There's certain times I'm speaking Vietnamese and they're just looking at me like, uh-huh. I'm just like, okay, I need to get better.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Sometimes I know what I want to say in Vietnamese. I know the words, but my pronunciation is just terrible.
Yeah, I think you guys can read when we speak English. You can guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Broken English work, but broken Vietnamese we don't.
It doesn't work.
No.
It's because of the tones. You
Yes.
say one word wrong, it's a whole different meaning.
Yeah. Grammar is easy to me.
Mm.
So you don't have a lot of tense. In the past, present, future, you just add some word.
In Vietnamese?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of tense, but pronunciation is like nightmare for you guys.
That's the hardest part. Reading and writing is pretty easy. Learning the words is pretty easy. Again, I know a lot of Vietnamese sentences, so I feel if I can just get the pronunciation right, I'll be okay, because I know a lot of Vietnamese, but just no one understands what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, if you learn some cheerings when you're drinking beer, I think like it's good enough.
Just say Mo Hai Ba.
Yeah. We love that. Yeah, we love drinking.
I've noticed
Yeah.
everywhere I move to, I can't sleep because there's uncles outside drinking and doing karaoke.
Yeah, oh god.
Every area I've moved to so when I first got here, I lived in, sorry, I always get the pronunciation wrong, Phu Nhon.
Yeah, okay.
How do you say it properly?
Phu Nhon.
Phu Nhon.
8 out of point.
Phu
Yes. Nhon.
Nhon.
Yes, okay.
Phu Nhon.
Okay.
That's still probably one of my favorite districts.
Uh-huh.
Can't sleep there. Can't sleep there. Everywhere in Phu Nhon is just karaoke uncles. District 3 is the same. Hair's not too bad, but right outside where we bought our drinks, uncle's always doing karaoke. As soon as it hits 8 o'clock,
8 o'clock.
as soon as it hits 8 o'clock, all you're gonna hear is singing
Every
Vietnamese
day.
almost every day.
Oh god.
But I kind of like it though. It's part of the culture. I do enjoy it.
I'm gonna be mad if it's like until 12. I'm gonna be mad.
They don't stop
Yeah, they don't stop.
because you can't get your sleep.
I cannot. I'm a person like in my sleep, every light it have to be turned off, completely dark, no noise. Yeah.
There's something about Vietnamese culture also I've noticed. You ask any person here, what's your favorite activity? They're just gonna say sleep. Everyone loves sleep in this country. Yes, literally, everyone I meet. Hey, so when you have free time, what do you like to do? Sleep. What are you gonna do after work? Sleep. Or what's your plans for the weekend? Sleep.
You ask the wrong generation.
Really?
Yes. If you work in an 8 to 5 job,
Okay.
they like sleeping because they like have sleep every day. The work demand here is really crazy.
That's true.
Yeah, but you ask my dad when he asked me when I answered him, I want to sleep on a weekend. He say, "What? How old are you? You're supposed to sleep less when you get older and older." You know?
Interesting. So it's a generational thing. It's probably just the young people. who
Yeah,
sleep
yeah.
then.
That's why. My dad is like hard to sleep. And when I get home, like I feel comfortable and the environment is nice. I sleep until 9 p.m., 9 a.m. Sorry, and he said, "Why clean the house, cooking,
Do something.
do something? I sleep all day." That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Because most of the people I meet here probably 19 to mid 30s.
Mid-30s,
And all of
yeah.
them just always sleep. Everyone just loves sleep.
Even like some women have children, they like to sleep. They like to sleep a lot. That's why.
You mentioned something about the work culture here, and I find it's true actually. So maybe for you it's normal, but coming from England to Vietnam, that's something I've noticed. The work culture is really intense here.
Yes.
Local people work very, very hard, long hours. Tell me more about the work culture here.
Specific to us. Can you ask me?
So for example, in your experience, so wait, I didn't ask. So with your company, is it a Vietnamese company or is it a foreign company?
American.
Oh, it's American, so it might be a bit different. Have you worked for a Vietnamese company since being
I
in Ho
did,
Chi
I
Minh?
did, I did.
Was there a big difference in the culture between the American company and the Vietnamese company, the working culture?
Okay, so you American company, they like rules.
Rules?
Yes, they
Okay.
like rules. If you follow the rules, it's fine and strict.
Okay.
But in Vietnamese culture, how do I say? They don't care your personal life after the work.
They don't care.
They don't care. They can call you at 1 a.m. Like, finish my job, finish my deadline. That's it. That's driving me crazy. So I stopped doing Vietnamese company.
Okay.
Mostly that time I was so depressed. And even when you at the age of 29, you start to thinking about how can I pay for my my house. You got a lot of pressure from your parents. You're getting older. They expect you to have your own house, your own properties, and for women you have to be married. So
that's something I've also noticed when I got here. In Vietnam, a lot of people get married. Maybe not so much Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh's a bit different.
yeah.
But in Vietnam, I see that the expectation is for that women would be married very young, usually in their early 20s. I met a few women here when I first got here. There was one thing that really interested me. It was months ago. I met a girl. She was 24.
24.
She was 24. And she just mentioned, yeah, I'm not married. I don't have a boyfriend. She's like, it's getting a bit late for me. I'm a bit late, I'm a bit old and I don't have kids yet. And I thought, what? You're 24, what do you mean it's a bit late for you to not be married and have kids? I'm like, that's young, what are you talking about? And she was like, no, I'm 24, it's pretty normal. I should try and get married now. Do you think that's just her or is that quite common here?
For me now, it's a bit relaxed more than when I was at her age. I'm 30 more. Yeah, I'm in middle age now. But it's common. Even but mostly in hometown, like in a small city. Big city, they caring about your money. If you work, if your career is good, it's okay to be late. And now they are proposing single mom. So.
Huh?
Yeah, they propose like you can be a single mom if you have a stable career. So that's crazy.
Really? I didn't know that. So that's becoming more normal here.
Yeah, recently I know the idea that government promotes that you can have a free sex.
Okay.
IVF.
The government's promoting it.
Yeah,
Okay,
IVF for single women.
Is that to push them to have more career?
Children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Before, if you want to do IVF, you have to get married. You have to prove that you are married with a husband.
Okay.
But now you can do that. Just like get
If you're a
donation.
single woman, okay. And the government's pushing it. Promoting it.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I really enjoy about traveling and making friends with locals. And I've said this before. Me coming here, I can see Vietnam through my eyes, through a foreigner's eyes. But one thing I really enjoy is getting to know local people and seeing Vietnam through local people's eyes. It's very different. And I feel like I really, really get a deeper view and I really get to learn the country speaking to people like you. I get to see Vietnam through your eyes, so I really appreciate it. And this is why I tell all my foreign friends, when you come, try and learn the language, even just a little bit. Get out, make friends with locals. Because when I first came here, everyone told me I should move to Thao Dien. So Thao Dien's the area in Ho Chi Minh where most of the foreigners live. But I said, no, I don't want to go there. Too many foreigners. I want to be local, be with the Vietnamese people. Yeah, so that's the main reason why I didn't go.
Do you find anything like you like the most when you move here?
Oh, good question. What did I like the most? There's so many things I like, but if I had to pick the most, I think the thing I like the most is also the thing I don't like the most. It's both, two sides of the same coin. I like it and don't like it. I like the fact that I'm different here. there's nothing around me that's like me. So I'm
Okay.
in Vietnam, everything's Vietnamese, everyone is Vietnamese, there's not many foreigners. Where I'm from in London, it's such a multicultural society.
Mhm.
I can see the whole world. I just walk down central London, I see Vietnamese, black, Chinese, Indian. The whole world is in London. You can see everything. But coming here, nobody looks like me,
Mhm.
nobody sounds like me, nobody thinks like me. And I do enjoy that. I like being somewhere new.
Mm.
It's like, oh wow, it's like a new world, a new experience. So I think that's my favorite thing. But it's also the thing that I don't like as well. Now, sometimes I feel, man, nobody feels like me, nobody thinks like me, nobody looks like me. So it's two sides of the same coin. The thing I love the most is also the thing I don't like the most.
Yeah.
It's a bit
You
weird.
have a plan to stay here for longer?
I do actually.
So
I
you
do.
actually love Vietnam.
I do.
Yeah.
This is home. There are many things that annoy me, but it's just like anywhere. Nothing's perfect and nothing's terrible. Everything's got a balance. But I think for now, I'm gonna stay here for a while. Because before I was traveling so much,
Mhm.
and I felt I was just always bouncing around, you know, China, Korea, England, China again, Thailand, here. I'm kind of at a stage where I just want to settle and stay in one place for a while and build something.
Okay, you have to explain to me the
Mm.
mindset of traveling
Okay.
because I don't understand the idea of home when you describe Vietnam. Because it's not your home.
Mm.
You know, not your home. You're
Mm.
not here. And if I don't have something called home,
Mm.
I will feel scared.
I understand.
Like so, I don't like move to a new place
Mm.
often.
Mm.
So,
You know, it's funny, most people I meet here don't travel outside of Vietnam. It's very rare. If they travel, they go to different places in Vietnam. And when I talk to my Vietnamese friends about moving abroad, most of them also will say, oh, I don't know if I can leave my family, my parents. So to answer your question, nowhere is home
uh-huh.
and everywhere is home at the same time. So I always say home is just where I'm at. It's wherever I'm at, that's home. That's how I feel. It might sound a little confusing, but yeah, I'm in a weird place. A lot of travelers understand. People who travel, I know you understand. Nowhere is home and everywhere is home. I'm just a citizen of the world. And it can be, on the one hand, it's very exciting.
Uh-huh.
But then on the other hand, it can also be very sad. So it's very exciting because I'm always in a new place. Anywhere I stay long term, that's home for that moment. But it's also quite sad because you don't have any roots anywhere. Like a tree, you know, you have the roots in the ground, you don't have any roots anywhere. So I'm still figuring it out. So it's both sides.
Okay.
Do you think you could do that?
I'm scary. I feel like I want to attach to something.
I understand.
To feel secure, to feel protective.
I think that's the part of me that made me feel like I'm gonna stay here for a while.
Uh-huh.
Whereas before I loved just traveling around all the time, and I still have plans to travel, but I think I want my base to be in Vietnam.
Mhm.
Now maybe I'm just getting older, I'm not sure, but I'm in more of the feeling that I want a base to stay in one place a bit longer. So I decided I think Vietnam will be that for me.
Well, happy to hear that.
Yeah, I do love it here, I do. I really enjoy it. Do you think you could ever live abroad, not just travel? Do you think you could live in another country?
Probably I'm gonna choose some out or like village, a small village. Like it's close to my retirement plan already. You see? Like I want to build my own family first.
Okay.
Yes, that's how I feel. Like I need someone to protect me. I need someone to have some meaning for life. And with that person, I can live whatever we like.
Respect.
Yeah.
Do you prefer the big city or the quiet life?
Quiet.
The quiet life.
Yeah, I'm old.
So here's just more for career. Just make the career, but when you're ready
Yeah,
to
just
chill,
work.
just go back.
Yeah, work, save enough. Learn whatever I want to for me, so I can pass on my children in the future. And we move to the place without noise, without pollution.
I've been thinking about that as well. Actually, I'm enjoying the city life now, but sometimes I just miss being somewhere quiet, being somewhere chill. I'm gonna have to ask you for more mountain areas in Vietnam I can visit. I've been to Ninh Binh. I really enjoyed it.
In the north.
In the north, I went to a real quiet mountain area in Ninh Binh. It was beautiful. There was hardly any bikes. It was super quiet, just surrounded by nature. I love Ninh Binh. Yeah, it was one of my favorite places.
I haven't been there.
You haven't been? I recommend it. If you like mountains, Ninh Binh is very beautiful.
Yeah, compared to beach. I prefer to.
Oh, you prefer the mountains?
Yes.
Do you have any recommendations for other mountain areas in Vietnam I could go to?
No, I'm not a like outgoing person.
Mm.
So I don't know. I even just the one place that I have been get out of the Vietnamese Thailand. That's it.
Thailand.
Yeah, I see the difference. So at the moment, we think about the retirement and we like nature. We want to retire in a quiet place. But I see when you get actually when on the retirement plan, I see old people. They go to the big city.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I went to Thailand and I see all the old people.
Which part of Thailand did you go to?
I've been in Bangkok. I've been in Koh Chang, the island, and what is the place? Not Phuket. What's the place?
Pattaya?
Pattaya. Yeah, that's the place.
I heard Pattaya. I've heard some crazy stories about Pattaya.
Yeah. So I can. Maybe it's not the universal things. With my dad, he refused to move to Saigon. I convinced him like, you want to move here? And no, he will say no, but I just like tease him. He said, no, it's too noisy. And people build a house, they build so close, like block to block, and they put a gate, they call the house like a prison. Very different back in my city, like each house they have a valley, tree, and house never really like a block.
Interesting. You know, when you went to Bangkok, how was your experience there? I've heard that it's very similar to Ho Chi Minh, just bigger and crazier. What was your experience?
To be honest, at first I kind of judged old people there.
Okay. Just old people in Bangkok? Okay.
Yes, but when I actually spoke to one of them, and I have to like, okay, Thi Thi, you have to open your mind because not all of them are the same. So I respect them. Like, okay, they work hard for their life already, so give them a bit of peace, so they can do whatever they want. That's it.
You just mentioned something when you said you told yourself, oh, Thi Thi, open your mind. But you know what's interesting? I personally find you to be one of the most open-minded people I've met.
You think?
Yeah.
Very traditional. Yes.
I don't know. Well, actually, no, you are. You know, I had a conversation with one of my foreign friends.
Yeah.
Actually, not one. I think all of my foreign friends, we've agreed this same point. We've all agreed. When it comes to dating a Vietnamese woman, maybe this is just a foreigner perspective. We all said,
tell me.
Alright, so we said the best type of Vietnamese woman to date is at the base, she's very traditional.
Okay.
So at her base, she's traditional, but then you add the open mind on top. So in my experience here and a few of my foreign friends, it's either you meet someone who's just all traditional. And the thing with meeting a very traditional woman is she most likely won't date you because she's traditional. And naturally, she wants to be with Vietnamese, someone who understands her culture, speaks her language. But then you also can find the very open ones, which Vietnamese in the face, but mindset might as well just be American or foreign. So we all know the sweet spot is where it's kind of like a hybrid. At her base, she's traditional, but then you add the open mind on top. Kind of like you.
Yeah, somebody cracked my head, so I was very traditional. Even now.
Really?
Yeah, even now.
See, when I talk to you, you're super open. You're very traditional, but you're also very open-minded as well.
That's because I have met a lot of people and I listen to their story. At first, you know, when you so traditional and you have a strict mind, you judge people. You judge their opinion.
The opinion?
Yeah, they just, you know that this is my way, it's correct. But then, your turn, when you made a mistake and you see, oh, actually, I think back then the guy is correct. I was a bit childish. So it's just a bit experience, helped me a lot.
Okay. When it comes to the whole speaking English part, because you've never lived abroad, but speaking to you, sounds like you lived abroad. How did? Yeah, like when I first met you, I thought, okay, have you lived abroad before? So how did you get basically fluent in English?
Okay. Honestly, guy, you have to date.
Okay.
It's mostly because you have to force yourself into the situation that you speak English every day. So I used to date Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah. So he taught me English, and you have to put effort too. At first, I just like, I don't know what to say. All day I just say hello, what we eat. But it's very broken English. I'm gonna say like, and it sounds very rude and demanding. You know, eat.
Just very direct.
Yeah, direct. Go. That's how I speak English at first, and then I have to watch podcast and I read and I try to improve every day. And it's 5 years, so you can tell I'm not very smart. To improve my English from 0 to now is like 5 years.
Actually, I think that's excellent progress, if I'm being honest.
You think?
Yeah, definitely. You've never lived abroad, you've only been here, you learned from just interacting with foreigners. That's really impressive.
But like 5 years is a long time.
I know foreigners that's been here for 10 years and can still barely say Xin Chao.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. You have to look at yourself, okay? And learn some Vietnamese.
I've spoken to foreign guys, you know, who might have difficulty in their relationship with a Vietnamese woman, and I often say to them, you know, often a lot of the pressure for the relationship to work is on her, because the relationship is spoken in English. Your whole relationship is in English. And I feel like a lot of foreign guys, they forget that, and they don't give enough appreciation to the fact that if she didn't speak English, or if not at least trying to speak English, you two wouldn't be able to have a relationship. It wouldn't happen. So I think a lot of foreign guys need to have a bit more gratitude for the fact that she's learning English. So just be patient with her, you know?
Yeah, and I think that if you learn English, you see how we think. In the Vietnamese, we have hierarchy in our language.
Hierarchy in the language. Oh, with the pronouns.
Yeah.
M and
yes.
go.
You judge people to give pronouns, and mostly in Vietnamese people, we respect harmony.
Harmony.
Yeah, I realized that in my workplace, when conflict happen, we don't really direct on calling problem right away. We just dodge that.
You're absolutely right. I've seen it here. People are not very direct. It's usually you go around. Yeah.
You try to fix problem without calling anything, and sometimes it works. Sometimes it's terrible. It causes more problem later on. So that's why I think you want to understand their background, and you have to learn the language first. I see it's one of biggest difference when I date the foreigner and Vietnamese.
How so? What kind of differences?
The English guy, not English guy, like foreigners, they focus on themselves more. Like they're individual. But when we date, we caring about more things. Like family, we caring about your background, we caring about your parent, and like a lot more when we deal with the dating.
So you have to think about other things outside of just yourself, like how do your dating affect the family, affect your friends? You think about so many different things, not just yourself as an individual.
Yeah, with respect, like orientate family.
It makes sense, you know. I dated a Vietnamese girl for a long time, and she told me, so I was the second foreigner she's ever dated in her life. So she said a massive problem with the first boyfriend she ever had was that he just couldn't understand how invested she was in the family. So she was super traditional. So when we first started dating, she wouldn't stay over, wouldn't stay the night, always have to go back home. And she was like 27, 28.
No. I don't understand that.
So I get it now. But at first that was very difficult for me to accept, because being a foreigner, it's like, you're a grown woman, 27, 28. But I get it now, the culture is just different. And she told me how the first foreign boyfriend used to talk down to her and say things like, oh, your family's controlling you, it's not good. And when I heard that, you know, I like to try to be open-minded also. I don't think it was control. I don't think it's that the family's controlling her. It's just the culture's just different. That's all it is. It's just different. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just different. Yeah.
I like the way you think about that.
It was difficult for me, I won't lie. You know, you're with your girl, you want to be with her, you know, you want her to stay. So I'm not going to say it was easy, but for me, I just felt, you know what, this isn't my home, this isn't my country. I have to more adjust to them than they have to adjust to me. And I feel that's the arrogance that a lot of foreigners bring to this country. They expect local people to adjust to them. No, you should adjust, you came here. You know?
I agree completely.
What would be your advice you'd give to foreign guys who would like to come here and date a Vietnamese woman? Any advice you'd give them?
Be patient.
Be patient.
Yeah, I think so. Like you guys rushing. Not we rushing when we feel like it's about time. So we know when we like turn into something serious, we know very soon. But you guys rushing on get what you want.
Yeah, I understand. You know what? It's so funny. It makes sense. So I think every day I've ever been on here, coming from a Western mindset, if I go on a date, before I came to Asia, I'd always think, at least go for the kiss on the first date. Yeah, see, look at the reaction. She's like, what? No way. But back home, that's very normal. Because you go for the kiss. Doesn't mean you're going to try and sleep together. No, that, you know, be patient. But just a little kiss at the end of the date, because it lets me know, okay, she likes me. And when I first came here, I think, if a girl doesn't kiss me on the first date, I probably won't call her again. I think, oh, she doesn't like me then. She just likes the attention. She doesn't actually like me. But after a while, I started noticing it was the same thing all the time. Like, it was very rare that a girl would want to kiss on the first date. It would happen sometimes, but mostly no. And then, like you said, I just learned over time, okay, the culture's just different. Slow everything down, patience, It's not that she doesn't like you, it's just too fast. Yeah.
And to be honest, Vietnamese guys, they take care of women pretty well.
I believe that.
Yes. So I noticed that when I date foreigner, because with Vietnamese guys, they care because we speak same language. We don't have to explain. We don't have to demand the guy too much. He know almost.
He just gets it.
Yeah, gets it. Okay. If you see his girl eating shrimp, you kind of peel something.
Yeah.
That's kind of thing. So we know this small thing.
You know, it makes sense, because even me now, with dating a Vietnamese girl, she'll just give me a look and be like, well, why don't you blah, blah, blah. So like you said, at least with Vietnamese guys, they just get it. They just do things. Whereas with me, I often get asked, why don't you this or why don't you that? And I didn't know that was a thing.
Which silent, we give people a deadline.
So you heard it yourself, guys, patience. I'm trying to learn her language as well. You know, I think the language thing is really important, and this is why I said before with foreign guys, be very grateful that she's learning English, because most of the pressure's on her. And I find language is a part of culture. So much of the language is the culture. There's certain things in Vietnamese, it doesn't directly translate to English. So you're always gonna miss certain things. Like dating a Vietnamese guy, you guys can have a certain joke and you just get it with each other. Whereas with me, sometimes I might say a joke with my Vietnamese girl and she won't quite get it. So I understand with language difference, it can be difficult. So I think the best part is when you try to just make an effort.
Have something in common.
Have something in common. I find with language, when you speak to someone in their home language, you speak to their heart. But when you speak to someone in their second language, you're speaking to their brain. It's different. Yeah.
So we appreciate. You can tell me if you see Vietnamese gonna smile at you when you speak Vietnamese.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
But the one thing, okay, I'm gonna be honest again. My first boyfriend can speak Vietnamese.
He could?
Pretty well.
Okay.
And I kind of like...
Foreign boyfriend?
Foreign, yeah.
Okay.
Canadian guy. I feel like, damn, I cannot even talk back in front of my friend, you know? You cannot... Sometimes I like when people say, what did they say? Can you... So I can explain to the guy, but then he know everything. So... Yeah, that's one thing I feel like, okay, that's my thing. That's what Vietnamese.
Interesting. You're different because maybe, I don't know, maybe it's Vietnam or maybe, see, when I was in China, I found that Chinese girls, I ended up finding it annoying having to translate for you all the time.
You think?
Yeah, when I was in China, I noticed that. Some of my foreign friends saw that as well. Maybe it's different here. But yeah, it helped when I could learn Chinese. She found it annoying always having to translate all the time.
Maybe it depends on people.
Okay, it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I like to do. Well, I would like to feel like have something above him.
Okay, there we go.
It depends on me in some case.
Alright. So guys, don't learn Vietnamese then.
Learn a bit.
Just a little bit. Alright. Thi, honestly, it's been a pleasure. I'm so glad you came on. Thank you so much for coming today. So before we wrap up, any plans for the future? What's your plans going forward?
I feel like now I'm going to settle down. So I'm thinking about have an early retirement plan soon. Okay. I'm not gonna sit on an office every day. So I will find freelance work so I can stay home, build my family, and yeah, that's it.
Well, when that does happen, I hope I get to be uncle.
Oh, you have to go to my hometown.
I would love that.
Yeah. I built like a little farm already. So.
Cool. And when you do start having kids, I want to teach them jiu-jitsu.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Send them to Uncle Ramel for training.
Yeah, you gotta stay here until then.
I plan to.
Okay, that's nice.
Thi, it's been a pleasure.
Okay.
Guys, with that said, that wraps up another episode of the Making It Abroad podcast. And like I always say, know yourself, be yourself, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.